Hey, KS Services is now running their $59 fall tune-up special. Our team arrives on time and is always professional. Be sure your unit is ready for the cooler temperatures by visiting our website, callks.com today, and schedule your appointment. It's fast and easy. The weather's getting cooler and the days are getting shorter. Don't let the fall weather sneak up on you. Call us today. 205-322-9090, AL certification number 1112.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for Friday, the 6th of December. I'm James Spann. Cold air here to stay for a while, and maybe a few snowflakes for parts of central Alabama Friday morning. This would be south of Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, most likely, and we'll talk about that as we go. So here we go. Water vapor satellite view, and the cold air is the big story. You can see the big trough developing over the eastern states as advertised for many days. Temperatures this morning are mostly in the 30s over North Alabama. Cullman 36, the same for Haleyville, Birmingham at 40. These numbers won't change much today with clouds and maybe a touch of light rain or drizzle at times. And much of the country now in very cold air, and it's moving on south. And even those places in the southeast United States where it's still mild, they feel the cold air later today or tonight. And obviously with a cold air mass for much of the country, no thunder today. And thankfully not much in the way of wintry weather problems. We do have some issues for far west Texas and some lake effect snows up around the Great Lakes. Precipitation for the next 7 days. Heaviest precipitation or rain near the Gulf Coast. In Alabama, the bulk of the rain will be over the southern half of the state. Nothing basically north of Interstate 20. You see a little gray up in the Tennessee Valley. That's for the potential for a few snow flurries Saturday morning. But let's get in here and talk about this thing. This is what we got today at noon. This is the GFS, the 06C run at 500 millibars, troughing developing over the east. And we got overrunning, moist air going up and over the cold air at the surface, and you can see that swath of rain through South Texas, through the Gulf Coast states. This is the HRRR model today at 3 o'clock, and you can see really the bulk of the measurable rain will likely be over the southern half of Alabama. But there could be a touch of drizzle for Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, otherwise cloudy and cold today with temperatures going nowhere. We'll stay in the 40s pretty much all day. And really tomorrow, the same thing. Better chance of rain across the southern half of the state. This is the high-res NAM, valid at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, showing again better chance of rain south of a line from near Demopolis to Clanton to about Ranburn. Now, Friday, the GFS wants to shunt the precipitation down to southeast Alabama, but the other models say not so fast. This is the 3-kilometer NAM Friday at midday. And oh yeah, you see the shades of dark blue. That's potential for snowflakes. How about that? And the NAM tries to print a little snow down through parts of southwest and central Alabama. But understand that the temperature should be above freezing. The ground is relatively warm. For most, accumulating snow is not likely. But let's look at the old reliable European. And again, it's been very consistent in its idea of the chance of snowflakes across central Alabama Friday morning. And again, we stress this is south of Tuscaloosa, south of Birmingham, south of Anniston. And this is where it's suggesting there could be some light accumulation, kind of little bullseye there really between Opelika and Atlanta. And I don't think anybody sees 3 inches there like it suggests, but there might be some slushy accumulation. So this is what we put together. Kind of a rain-snow mix for that purple area in central Alabama. Friday morning, some of the places that might see a few snowflakes would include Demopolis and Marion and Selma and Clanton and Rockford. And maybe, just maybe in the grassy areas up to 1/2 inch for parts of Clay, Randolph, Chambers, Tallapoosa counties in east central Alabama, then up into Georgia, south of Atlanta. But with temperatures being above freezing, the roads ought to be just wet. Again, no impact, basically. If anything is going to be a problem here, it's water that would be standing on roads late Friday night, and there could be some freezing of that in that part of the state. But again, we'll of course, fine-tune that thing as we get closer. But again, we stress for most, no accumulation, little if any impact. Otherwise, Friday for the northern half of the state, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, Gadsden, cloudy, cold, highs only in the 40 to 45 degree range. Now, Saturday as the weekend begins, it's going to be cold. Got a clipper, and the latest models have really suggested the better chance of any flurries with this would be over Tennessee, maybe clipping the far northern part of Alabama with no impact. The high would be in the 40s. This is Sunday. Sunday morning's going to be cold. We'll be way below freezing. The high Sunday again in the 40s. So basically for the weekend, lows in the 20s, highs in the 40s, dry Saturday and Sunday with a pretty decent amount of sunshine both days. Monday, we're still cold and dry. Same thing Tuesday. In fact, a new surge of cold air coming in, maybe a few flurries over Tennessee and maybe extreme North Alabama, but little if any impact. And a week from today, the trough is still over the east, and again, we're basically cold and dry with lows in the 20s. And in fact, the latest GFS showing a high of 38 in Birmingham on Wednesday of next week. Very cold air. Here's the end of the forecast period. This is Friday of next week. Still got the eastern U.S. trough, and that still looks cold and dry. And yeah, let's go to voodoo country. This is nothing but voodoo. This is December 21st, getting close to Christmas, and that's showing some snow, Oklahoma City, and sleet in Little Rock. But again, this will change. But the idea, things still look kind of cold and unsettled on through the rest of December. And the numbers off the European ensemble, temperatures stay below average for the next 15 days. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Hey, KS Services is now running their $59 fall tune-up special. The weather's getting cooler and the days are getting shorter. Don't let the fall weather sneak up on you. Call us today, 205-322-9090, AL certification number 11120.